Welcome back, dear friends, for BIOZEE classes. So here in this today's session we are going to discuss about the structure of human sperm. So let me remind you, in the previous class we have discussed about the spermatogenesis. So that is the formation of the sperms, how it occurs, in fact from the sperm mother cells, and further after that spermiogenesis, that is non-functional and non-motile sperms will be converted into the motile and functional sperms. So further followed by the transfer into seminiferous tubules through a process called spermiation. So all this we have studied in the previous class. So in today's session we are specifically going to concentrate on the structure of human sperm. So here, my dear friends, let me tell you first and foremost important aspect you need to remember, that just for one ejaculation 300 to 500 million sperms will be released in case of adult man. So remember, so obviously when such is a number, the sperm has to be microscopic. So, and to go with that, the sperm looks like a tadpole, and in fact they are very much motile. After the mature sperms are very much motile. The sperms, human sperms, can also be called to as human male gametes or male sex cells. So what is the measurement of these sperms? Approximately, when you consider their length is about 60 microns, my dear friends. So further let me tell you that the sperm is in fact divided into four important or the four distinct parts. That is, we have here is the first one, that is the head. So as you can see that head is the largest part of the sperm, and further we have neck, and then followed by the neck we have middle piece, and then we have the tail. Okay, so remember, so middle piece, main piece and end piece together we can in fact refer it to as tail also. So dear friends, further let me tell you now few important aspects about these structures, the four distinct parts. First let us discuss about the nucleus. So when you consider the nucleus, so let me tell you that the nucleus here is in fact very prominent, and here the chromosomes are very much compactly arranged, and only here haploid set of paternal chromosomes can be seen, only from the father, the chromosomes only from the father. So paternal chromosomes can be seen here. So that's the important point you need to remember when you talk about the nucleus. Further, we have just above the nucleus, like a cap, we have the acrosome, or it is just present on the top of the nucleus, as you can find here. So this, dear friends, surrounds the nucleus and in fact forms acrosomal cap. On the top it surrounds, in fact, dear friends. So the acrosome, if I want to tell you from where it is derived, the cellular organelle which is responsible for the formation of acrosome, as we all know, is Golgi complex. In fact, the acrosome is very rich in many important enzymes which help in fertilization process. So it is rich in hydrolytic enzymes like hyaluronidase. We have firstly hyaluronidase. So this is the first hormone, then followed by the proteinase also we have in fact the acrosome, dear friends. So which are very necessary, as I said you, for the fertilization process to occur. Further, dear friends, we have the neck region. So here let me tell you that neck region is present between the head and the middle piece. So when you consider the head and the middle piece, in between the structure which you have is the neck. So just below the neck, next part what we have here is the middle piece. So when you consider the middle piece, again it consists of two important centrioles. The first one we have here is the proximal centriole. Just proximal centriole can be present just below the nucleus, just below the neck region. So below the proximal centriole we have distal centriole. So let me tell you that the proximal centriole helps in the formation of asters and spindles during the cell division. So that we need to remember. And furthermore we have even the distal centriole. So further distal centriole is important for the formation of axial filament, the slender stalk which you can observe here. So this is the axial filament. So for the formation of axial filament or axoneme also you can refer that to as. So we need the distal centriole, dear friends. So these are the two important centrioles which are a part of the middle piece. Then further, dear friends, the middle piece also consists of the mitochondria. So when you consider mitochondria, it is a spiral sheath. In fact, around the centrioles it can be seen. In fact, it is referred here in the case of sperm as Nebenken sheath. So what is the role of this Nebenken sheath or the mitochondria of the sperm? So as we all know, it helps in the production of the energy currencies of the cell, that is the adenosine triphosphate molecules or the ATP. So it is very important for sperm motivation. So sperm rapidly, if it has to move, it needs energy. The energy from where it is obtained, dear friends? It is obtained from the Nebenken sheath of the mitochondria of the sperm. So which is in fact, as I said you, spiral sheath around the centrioles in the middle piece region. Then further, my dear friends, after mitochondria we can also find in the middle piece one more region, that is the cytoplasm. So in fact, major part of cytoplasm can be seen here. So it is a protective layer, as we all know. And then further, let me tell you that the head, neck, middle piece and tail in fact have a protoplasmic layer or cytoplasmic layer or manchette layer around them. So let me tell you, this is the one. So covering the head, neck, middle piece and tail, we have the protoplasmic layer, or it can also be referred to as cytoplasmic layer or manchette layer. So remember this point with respect to the sperm. Finally, my dear friends, you see the sperm now. From the outside it is covered by the manchette or the protoplasmic layer. So finally, let me move to the next structure, that is the tail. When you talk about the tail, in fact, it is very slender and it consists of, in fact, as I said you, the main piece and the end piece. In fact, middle piece has been represented here. Just it is just generally it is not considered under the tail, dear friends. Okay, so you can just take it from here. So this is one important aspect. So tail is long and slender. So it consists of the main piece and the end piece. So they are the major parts, in fact. So major parts of the tails. But middle piece also has the tail passing through it. But generally we can say the main parts of the tail, actual parts of the tails are the main piece and the end piece. So main piece is the anterior part of the tail. It has the axial filament to go with even the manchette layer. So both are present. Axial filament and manchette layer are the part of main piece, whereas end piece is in fact the lowermost part of the tail. So it consists of, generally, our posterior part of the tail, it consists of only axial filament, as you can observe here. So these are few important aspects you need to remember, my dear friends, with respect to the structure of sperm. So keep watching the channel BIOZEE classes for more. Be updated for more. Okay. So the BIOZEE classes. Okay. So thank you very much.